a lot of it. All right, so real quick, a few things going on here. We're going to bump to 23 lands. Really, we're just trying to put as many enchantments into play to eventually get a Sphere of Safety. And really, we're just trying to win through like Gideon or Mithralized, maybe even a Starfield of Nyx. The combo here, though, is a Rest in Peace plus Fall of Thran to basically create our own version of an Armageddon in Pioneer. We'll see how it plays out. I'm going to play a couple Q games and see how it goes. At a funeral, a man walked up to the new widow and asked if he could say a word. She whispers, of course, in that hoarse voice that comes from crying for hours. The man goes into the podium, clears his throat, and says, "Plethora," before returning to sit next to the widow, who leans over to him. "Thanks," she says. "That means a lot." I'm gonna play first here. We're gonna keep. Not gonna talk to Last God over there. Not gonna talk to that dude over there. I see what you did there. The look says it all. The look says it all. Alright, a little tap castle in here. Being that we've removed mainly all of our 1-drops, it's actually okay to play as many castles as we're doing. Oh, Stitcher. Stitcher. And we have main deck Rest in Peace. We just need to find it. Just need to find it. Start gaining some life. Whenever anyone says plethora now, it reminds me of that joke. You typed that all out, didn't you? Uh-oh, what is this? This is mildly worrisome. Let's exile that. Let's not deal with Duskwatch Recruiter here. Not sure what's happening. Cruel Celebrant rally deck. All right. Fanciness going on over there. Just need to find my main deck Rest in Peace, and we'll be in tip-top shape. Gains a life. Alright, well, we're just going to keep playing lands here, because then I'm going to get to Fall of Thran them. And that's just hilarious. Hilarious. Godless Shrine, tapped. I kind of hope they attack, then I get the seal away. Deathrite Shaman. Yes, attack me. I will block. How much does this make? 4? Just exile everything. Nothing for my opponent. Exile. Next turn, we're gonna make some creatures, guys. A little disappointed I don't have an extra Rest in Peace in the sideboard, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work, everyone. I kind of just want to, like, play this card first. Oh, what's funny here is I'll get Nykthos plus land here, and I can Starfield and swing for damage. Damage. And I'm gaining life. It's hilarious. Trigger. I'll get a Nykthos and a Plains back. Let's start there. They might get like Godless Overgrown Tomb here. They did. Please come into play both tapped. Yes. Oops. And let's make some mana here. Bam. Starfield. Swing. Damage. Yes. Oh, go to 1. -1. Yeah, I like this deck. This is good stuff. Okay. Settle might be our right to do to them. Blessed Alliance might as well. Deccan Stone's not too bad. I don't know, like Deccan Stone here and get rid of the Mithralized. And then just swing over them with some Lyras here might not be a bad idea. Like 1 Gideon out, 1 Lyra in. 1 Nyx Fleece and 1 Lyra and go. Maybe. All right, Prince. You've tasted loss for the first time here. Now it's time to taste it again. All right. Sure. Sure, why not? Overgrown Tomb tapped. Cool. Cool. Oh, yeah. Rest in Peace gonna be pretty nice here. We'll probably just play that out. Yep. You know what? Let's just try to Baffling End that so that they don't get any protection. The sack outlet's gone. It shouldn't matter because the Rest in Peace is going to be coming down. I'm kind of setting myself up to lose to something like a Thoughtseize. But this is kind of nice because maybe they'll play a Stitcher behind this. They kept the land, specifically the plains. Alright, we'll just play Rest in Peace past turn. I don't see a reason not to. Knight of Autumn did hit, and they didn't keep the Knight of Autumn, which is nice. Maybe they have another one. Then I can just Starfield this back later. Possibly. Potentially. Deccan Stone. I don't need to do that. Let's just play a Gideon here. It's nice. Just Emblem's probably okay here as well for this turn. I don't mind taking a point of damage. Okay, what do we got? Collected Company. Nice. That was undeserved. That was truly undeserved, everyone. Oh my. Oh my. Plays the Cruel Celebrant. Plus another Satyr. What are they gonna take here? They took the Swamp. Kind of interesting. And played the Swamp. Lyra. Alright. So we get 4 mana here? I guess it's just like a Baffling End to get rid of the Cruel one. And then what, just like a Deccan Stone? Maybe I just like ram here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, that's Lyra. Lyra feels like a good play here. And then I can probably just bash in here with Gideon. Pew, 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 pew. That hurt to watch? Yeah. For how many creatures they're more than likely running, that definitely probably hurt quite a bit. Alright, we nail them for 4. They're down to 16. I have a 5/5. I got a Gideon. Duskwatch. Alright, I can deck and stone that if I feel like it. Castle. It's nice. Let's play Nyx Fleece Ram to start things off. Cocoa Whiffs make you want to cry? Yeah. Let's deck and stone here. They're gonna spin the wheel briefly. I respect that. It's a good time to spin the wheel. Gets a Knight of Autumn. Okay. Fair. Let's swing with a 4/4 and a 5/5. I could have played the ley line down. I'm gonna wait because of the Knight of Autumn. I'm also hitting my opponent for like 9 damage here. Gaining a bunch of life. So they theoretically have to like probably get rid of Rest in Peace here, and then they have 2 mana for the clue. And the following turn they've got to do some chump blocking. So I'm feeling reasonable. Oh, alright. They picked off my Ram. Gets to kill Gideon here. That's alright. 2 attacks here with Lyra. We'll win it. Okay. It's pretty good. What else? Gonna Knight of Autumn a Baffling End or a Rest in Peace here? Knight of Autumn. Killing Rest in Peace. Okay. Let's go ahead and attack for 5 in the air, and I'm just gonna play this ley line, hope that they needed to target me. Fingers crossed. 5 in the air. Can they beat me? We'll see. I think the Rest in Peace bought me enough time. And the Lyra is a good bring-in here. I was glad I could get it down when I did. Cracks the clue. Looking for an answer. They could gain 4 with another Knight of Autumn and kill like the ley line. Got him. Got him. Pillow Fort. Let's go. Straight into the next one. All right, Pillow Fort round 2. Round 2 with the pillows. Hand's good. All right, keep. Got a Ram. I love this Ram. Ooh. You have successfully retrieved the Muddy Buddies. Intriguing. Intriguing. What Muddy Buddies are these? Alright, here's this Hope of Ghirapur card we opened recently. Chart a Course. Well, Nyx Fleece, pass turn. Ah, Muddy Buddies. You mean dog food. Skilled Animator. They make Ghirapur a 5/5. This is kind of interesting. I kind of just want to Banishing Light it, but I also know that Gideon just like stops this. So just Gideon it. Sure. Go ahead. Damage prevented. Yep. Puppet Chow. Puppet Chow. The chocolate, powdered sugar, Chex Mix. Alright, so we could crew this for a turn before I Banishing Light it. Haha. Banishing Light. Nyx Fleece, gain us life. Don't forget these triggers if you ever played this. Let's see here. We'll play Nyx down. We will prevent damage over here. I do have a dog. Banishing Light the Smuggler Copter over there. Stubborn Denial. Oh, I see. Okay. I do have a dog. That's what this emote sticker's for. I need to put this on my laptop. This is looking questionable at best. It's a 5-5 coming down. Smacks Gideon around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I can go ahead and play the Starfield of Nyx and hope this Banishing Light's going to save me. How does your dog manage to get along with the goldfish? Wants to eat the goldfish. Yum, yum, yum. Alright, Starfield of Nyx. Hopefully no counter. Sweet! Alright, so we have Banishing Light next, and then we have a Sphere of Safety as well. I'm going to try to not die this turn. Okay. And Gingerbrute. Okay. 5, 7, 5, 10, 13. 14. Oh boy. Oh boy. Some damage. All this flying damage. Can't handle it. Alright, so I'm going to get Banishing Light back here. I'm going to get rid of the Smuggler Copter, I guess. We'll see. This will be difficult to deal with, the Gingerbrute. But I think I have to get rid of the Smuggler Copter. Gain the life. Oop. Let's not skip our turn. This is a little bit scary over here. So I have to play Gideon at least. And I think I can play also the Sphere of Safety. Boom. And I have four sweet enchantments. So it will cost 4, and then they can pay 1. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Field of Ruins to test if they have enough lands here. I'd love to block this. Can I block this? Make it unblockable. Alright, so I need something really cool off the top. I can also Gideon, I suppose. Nice. Alright. Land. Let's play. Let's make a lot of mana here. Let's Banishing Light the Gingerbrute. So we Banishing Light the Gingerbrute. We're gonna prevent damage on Ghirapur. Can we get out of this one? We'll find out. We're gonna find out. We have some blockers now. No flying blockers necessarily. What's funny is by playing the Starfield, it actually makes Nyxfleece Ram smaller. Just a funny little fact. If I had something that was flying, I'd entertain Gideon Emblem. It is that card we just opened, the Hope. It happens to be our opponent. Yes, yes. May I exile Gingerbrute? Pretty please? Like I said, I'm going to go after their lands after preventing damage over here. This also gave me another enchantment, so it's making it hard for my opponent to attack me for sure. We haven't lost connection, have we? No, no, we're good. We're good. All right, we got there. We got there. Nice. Okay. Artifacts. Fragmentize comes in for this one. We can also bring in these pithing needles. Oh. Guess we'll just have to join another game. No one wants to play against us. Alright, Darth Nerd. Let's play first. Alright, hand's reasonable. We'll keep it. Could use another land. Just quits. Not interested, just quits. All right, where is Darth Nerd? They joined the game. Okay, they mulled to 6. Mulled to 5. That's not good for them. Are they gonna mull anymore? They're playing Tron. It's fine. Oh boy. All right, tap land. Go. Go 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 go. Hallowed Fountain. Alright, well, this might be a long game. We'll see. Nyx Fleece Ram. Go. We'll yield. I will attempt to get a Gideon down here. We'll hope he sticks. Hopefully no sense or anything. We'll go ahead and emblem as well, based on what we're seeing from our opponent. Nyx Fleece could attack, but we'll leave him chillin'. They play a Resplendent Angel. Okay. Well. Let's prevent damage and get other Gideon in here as well. We'll get both Gideons going, and I have lots of ways to prevent them from getting creatures here. I feel okay currently. I feel like I'm actually way ahead. Pretty far ahead, I think. Knight. Can also just start smacking them for 9 per turn. Yep. We're gonna probably Baffling and Seal Away or Banishing Light. We'll see. First striking Knight here is a little tiresome to get past. Ooh, they have Nykthos too. I like that. Can make 4 mana here if they want. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hold on. What are we doing over there? No. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's make a Knight. Let's go ahead and Baffling End. We can Baffling End this one over here. I feel fairly confident that they would probably try to do something like attack with Gisela, but we're not going to let that happen for the moment. We'll worry about Gisela here in a moment, because I actually have a Banishing Light that could get rid of the... actually, it wouldn't get rid of the card I'm thinking of. We'll see. Another Seal Away. Okay. This is a 5/5. You know, let's set ourselves up for a really big turn coming up. Let's set ourselves up for a pretty big turn coming up. We're going to go ahead and risk things by playing a History of Benalia instead of a Banishing Light here, because I think we can win 2 turns out from this. So we'll give it a shot. Authority gains a little bit of life. That's fine. Not too worried about that. Left 6 here, have no actions. Hoping that we didn't just ruin ourselves But like I said, we have the Banishing Light. I guess, yeah, they could get the melded card here. But I'm not too worried about that melded card. Because I can, like, prevent it. Anyway. Lyra and Gisela here. Get a Nyx Fleece Ram. Alright, let's make another knight. Let's uptick on Lyra here. Let's pass the turn. So this should encourage an attack from Gisela. And then I can seal away it. And then I can Banishing Light whatever's in my way. And we'll go from there. Whenever an angel enters the battlefield, you gain some life. That's fine. Alright. Come at me, Gisela. Let's go. Didn't attack. What a jerk. What a jerk. Didn't attack. Alright. Maybe it's because I'm about to have a whole bunch of knights be massive. Alright. History goes off here. I think I can safely Banishing Light the Gisela here. Just in case something strange happens. We can prevent damage from this one. And I think I'm just going to make everything a massive creature. And swing with a ton of tokens. Leave a Ram back. I guess I should have played Mithrilize first. But I think this is enough damage that it won't matter. I think we're clear. Clear for takeoff. Damage. Destroyed. Mono white a mono white. Alright. I got some big angels. I think Fragmentize and Blessed Alliance could be interesting. Deck and Stone, Settle the Wreckage, and our own angels might be important. Fall of Thran's going to be reasonable. I don't think I need the Rest in Peace, though. I think the hit back from that will be enough. Leyline of Sanctity doesn't make a whole lot of sense here. Baffling End does some things, but not a lot. We'll get rid of Mithrilize as well. We can bring Deck and Stone first, Settle next, and Lyra's. And we'll go with that. We'll go with that. Alright. Opponent is back. This looks like fun. Let's try it. A lot of high-costed cards. I'm ready. We'll see what they've got for us. Thraben Inspector. A-okay with me. Cast Out's a good card to have. a lot of high-end cards here. We'll see how these play out for us. Fingers crossed they'll do their job. They do have blue. I wonder what they're sporting blue for. Pithing Needle for one of our Gideons. Did I bring my Fragmentizes in? I did not. Alright, so our only win condition now is Angel. or Frustration or Starfield of Nyx. Okay. Good to know. We'll make it work. I could, Last God, I could. You could also make an argument if it was if it was white blue. I could do that with Ashiok, or white black as well with Ashiok. Might be considering that. Or mean. We're a mean person. You know what's really cool is we get to like cycle and then get to play Starfield of Nyx. Something we have the option of. Alright, let's just cast this right now. Get the Resplendent Angel off the battlefield. Gets a pip out there for our Nyx. Those. So we're looking good. Glacial Fortress here. We have an extra cast out here. Ooh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Archangel Ties. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Let's... Sphere of Safety and pass turn. We have 3 enchantments currently. Sphere of Safety should be a small problem for our lovely opponent. Especially when I'm about to, like, Fall of Thran them. Yeah, so black-white has some interesting things, like more board wipes that we'd prefer to be playing. Doesn't let us play the Nykthos, but we could play some things that exile the graveyard or interact with our opponent's hands. I think you can take this idea and expand on it. The fact that we've just made it mono white and it seems to be working reasonable is plenty for me at the moment. You could Starfield, then cycle with it on the stack. You're pretty smart over there, Manapot. Pretty smart marble. Pretty smart marble over there. But why do that when we can just start doing this? Do I want to do that? I probably am supposed to Starfield here first. And we'll do kind of that shenanigans that you said. Cycle and get it into play. Apostle Purifying Light hoses mono black and also exiles cards from graveyard. Apostle of Purifying Light. Apostle of Pure. Creature Human Cleric. Protection from black. Exile target card from a graveyard. You have to put a lot into that. It's also creature opening up all removal, and we're trying to avoid doing that. It's interesting. Interesting it is. Alright, they're trying to get Giselle to do something here. We're about to, like, ruin that idea. So I like this. Like, cycle at end step even works here. So I don't have to use the mana. So we'll cycle this, use Starfield here to get this back. Or should be able to. Pro black dodges a lot of removal. That's fair. Yeah, we're basically going to be playing the fall here and, you know, just ruining our opponent. So fall, now they can't attack. Fall is also a 6/6 because of Starfield of Nyx. We just play our land here nice and tapped, and at this point we have a 3/5 to worry about. I don't know, I could attack here. I don't think I want to this turn. We'll worry about attacking with a 6/6 next turn. How do I attack? We're getting there. We're getting there. Look, they can't do anything. They named Gideon of the Trials twice, by the way. We're getting there. Don't worry. Now we get lands back. Look at this. This is nifty. We're getting a field back plus a Nykthos here. We have plenty of pips out here, so not too worried about doing this. We're just having fun with our opponent. We made Armageddon. And then Starfield, we stack it correctly later. Well, it's not stacked because this happens in main phase, I believe. After your draw step, yeah. But the following turn, we just do it again. Just ruin our opponent's life several times over. What's interesting here is they could potentially fly over. Oh, wait. No, they can't. But I kind of want to just emblem, and then this is a 7/7, 3, 4, 5. This is a 6/6, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, let's just emblem. Make everything even bigger. Like, we can do like this probably safely. And if they kill one of these cast outs, oh, that's right. We can't do this. No, because of the Archangel. All right, whatever. We'll get there. Don't worry. We forgot about their taxing angel here too. It'll be all right. We'll figure it out. Deck and Stone's the cast out, which is clever. That's clever. Because now we don't get them back with Starfield. Okay. Do they just scoop here? Clearly they're not scooping here. That being said, they've got to like... I'm a little surprised maybe they didn't go after the Sphere of Safety, but they probably have a way to deal with that in the future. It's okay. We'll manage. We'll manage. We're gaining so much life here anyway. So that goes away for a turn. Soon. Plains and a castle is probably fine here. They'll get 2 more lands. This is going to go away, which is fine. So we can then... I guess we'll do Baffling End here. We'll get rid of Resplendent Angel briefly. And then we will do this. We'll gain a whole bunch of clues. Settle's a nice one in the future. Not that they're going to be able to attack for much. We'll hold extra Nykthos here. And we'll pass the turn. But yeah, other than they have more cards in their deck than I do, but we're about to just recycle Fall of Thran unless they can kill my Starfield of Nyx. And I think they'll figure that out, what we're doing here, soon. At least I kind of hope they do. And if they kill my Sphere of Safety somehow, then I'll probably just sit here with Settle the Wreckage open. There's Lyra. I have to eventually somehow get through all of these angels, though. Small problems. Redo the Fall of the Thran here. It's interesting because it doesn't come into play all tapped and everything. Oh, I got another one. Then we're going to return to Plains. It's kind of interesting because it comes in and then the Fall of the Thran triggers the second time because you're going to the main phase as well. It's just kind of silly. And then I can like do another Fall of Thran here if I want, which I might go ahead and just set up. So that's kind of fun. Says blow. So no one can ever attack. I'm pretty sure that's how this is gonna work. Okay. So okay. Triggers. Let's just yield these. So I'm gonna get land back for the first one. And then I'll get land for the second one. We'll get a Nykthos plus a field here. I can get another Sphere of Safety down. Oh. Let's go ahead and use this. Play a Sphere of Safety. At this point, I think we just have to play a little quicker than our opponent. I'm good. We'll cycle the falls out. Maybe if there's a point where they can get rid of my Sphere of Safeties, we can do something. But until that happens... I'm going to be clicking through Nyx Fleece Rams, getting falls back. I think I want to do this again. This feels like a really good thing to do. Let's yield to the Destroy All Lands trigger. And then we get some lands back. We'll get Nykthos and Plains. And we'll get the field again. Field and castle. I'm not really sure how we win either at this point, but you know, sometimes it's not about the win. Sometimes it's about just about doing things. Let's go ahead and get rid of that Glacial Fortress. I'm actually not going to go fetch my land here. I don't need the land. I'm going to try to get their cards under my cards here soon. Okay. Target, Fall of Thran here. Use the ability, trigger, destroy lands. We have a few Saga triggers here. Gets a 2/2. Authority goes off. We get 4 lands back. We'll get Plains and Field, Nykthos and Castle. We might be able to just go wider than my opponent at some point. Nykthos and Castle. Okay. We're going to make 9 mana here. I'm going to play a History. Trigger this. Make a dude. Pass turn. Cool. What we can realistically do is get our other Gideon at some point. Just kind of go up and down and up and down. And eventually get enough creatures and wide enough and large enough that we should be able to just kill them. Oh yeah, I have a Gideon emblem. So they're making a ton of mana here. A little worrisome, but we'll see what happens. Oh, it's a giant walking ballista. Okay. That was unexpected. But if they shoot any of my like enchantments that can remove stuff, then they're gonna have to deal with it coming back because of Starfield. We've kind of locked our opponent out. We've locked ourselves out. We've locked everyone out. This feels kind of good. Maybe in a convoluted way it feels good. Okay, we're going to return this in response to this trigger. No, we didn't get to respond. Whatever. Some knights get created. Ideally, we would be in a board state in which my opponent could not, theoretically, attack me at this point. And we would have essentially locked them out of the game. But that's not exactly happening, so we'll get around to that. We'll get around to that slight problem we're running into. All right, I'm going to take 2 fields this time because I have a land here. And if they get like a non-basic here, then I can shoot it down. It does feel like they might be able to kill me though with this walking ballista. So we'll see how that plays out. But regardless of how this plays out, I think it's been a blast. I forget, did I have a Pithy Needle I brought in? I did not. Pithy Needles are in the sideboard. Fragmentize and Pithy Needle probably need to come in. Seeing the Walking Ballista here. I'm going to say no again. The board state's a little a little wide. All right. Let's do a non-cycle of the fall this time and just see where we can go from here. Because they only have the plains and they don't have a Nykthos. And I have a field, and I can get another field plus a castle. We can see where we go from there. I can always pick up the Starfield some cards at some point. So we'll start picking up this history and go super wide on my opponent. So now I can cycle histories instead of the falls, since one of them finally fell off. And we always have the settle in case they decide to shoot some stuff and swing with everything, which is maybe the hope. It's the hope. Alright, so we'll start always yielding and then I'll pick what I'm doing with it. Then this is an always yield trigger. This will be an always. Needs Aetherflux Reservoir. There we go. Deckenstone gives us some stuff to do. So we're going to return another plains and a castle. So Deckenstone lets me get rid of Walking Ballista. I could also Deckenstone the Archangel of Ties and swing. And I kind of want to do that when the history goes off. Which it's going to. So yes. We get rid of the lifelinking stuff. You know what? We're going to try to do that and just see what the heck happens. My opponent gets a Hallowed Fountain. I don't like that. How big is everything? They're 5/4s. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's Deckenstone the Archangels and let's swing for a massive amount of damage. Really? You have a Spell Queller? Wow, and I didn't pick off the blue. Get out of here. Alright, let's go ahead and take our land this time. Okay, well, I'll pass the turn. We'll start playing the whole history loop, because I can't attack yet. Knight. We have the same amount of lands currently because of the Fall of the Thran. We're outpacing a Walking Ballista due to our Rams. Okay, cycle this history. This would not be a deck to go to a GP with currently. It does not win very fast. And there's a lot of triggers that are happening. Just a couple. Just a couple triggers, guys. What's interesting is I can loop the Fall of Thran and using Field of Ruin to basically shut down multicolored spells. Oh yes, go after that. Go after that. Kill both of these, please. Yes. Yes. Kill them. Attack me. I have a Settle in hand. They have no idea. It's gonna be the biggest blowout. Do it. Do it. Do it. Thraben. Alright, well, let's go and make a human. We're gaining a lot of life, both of us. It's a lot. So I'll bring Sphere of Safety back again. So now I have the Sphere of Safety. I have a Seal Away. One of theirs needs to be tapped for me to use Seal Away. I don't expect them to go tapping anytime soon. Plus is Walking Ballista here. And as mentioned, currently the Rams are outdoing the Walking Ballista. What's funny is if they go after, start going after my Rams here, I can bring them back with Starfield of Nyx. How do I win the game? Eventually my opponent's going to figure out how to attack me. I settle them, then I swing back and kill on the swing back. But I'm going to probably win on time this time around. But I've won by actually attacking. My opponent just happens to have things that are preventing me from attacking. But theoretically, I can also go wide enough. And the idea behind the deck is that I use Fall of Thran to just remove their lands so they can never attack me and I'm in a better board state. That's at least the theory. But, you know, theory is theory. What in general is the win con? Fall of Thran, remove their lands, and slap them around with Gideon. Slap them around with Gideon. Alright, so we have Castle again. So see, Castle's a problem card, so I could just flash back in the Fall of Thran. The opponent's boredom. Ooh. Alright, here we go. Opponent thinks they've done it. They gave me some clue tokens. They're pretty smug about this. I'm about to have a history go off. We're about to win. You lure your opponent into a sense of self-doubt. Watch, they're not going to attack with these Archangels. They're going to, like, hardly attack with anything here. I mean, I guess a lot of it's on the ground. I have a lot of blockers on the ground. They swing with one thing, that's fine. Sure. Alright, let's make some mana here. Let's make a dude. We're gonna seal away Gisela for the time being. And then we'll double pop clues here. Also, my computer, I think, is lagging, but, you know, there's a few things going on in this game, so that's probably why. Alright, so there's Gideon of the Trials, which makes it really hard for my opponent to win the game now. We're basically trying to lock our opponent out as much as I physically can. Oh, Banishing Light. All right. So now we might be able to actually attack. So Baffling End. No, I need another thing for another Archangel. But we can go ahead and Baffling End the Walking Ballista here. We could also Baffling End the Spell Queller. If we Baffling End the Spell Queller, we get the Deccan Stone back. Let's go for the win here. Baffling End the Spell Queller. Spell Queller is removed, and then Deccan Stone. Deccan Stone gets the Archangel of Ties. I probably use Banishing Light at some point here or something. And then from here we'll just swing with damage. They're at 52 life. I think we got them though. This is 50 right here. Let's cast this on the Archangels. We're giving them a couple draws here. Let's see here. 1, 2. I don't think I want to do anything else here. I think I just want to swing and see what happens. So let's do it. Chunk. Chunk. Uh-oh. Settle the Wreckage? Nice. All right. Well, that's all right because we have our own settle, and we're going to settle them back. They're going to think they're okay. Watch. Watch these blocks. They think they're all right, but they're about to get wrecked. There's a few blocks happening here, guys. Sure, damage is assigned. Couldn't opponent shoot the end in response to fizzle it, essentially? Yeah, they probably could. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Just don't have a ley line, please. Now it looks like I'm vulnerable, but guys, we're not vulnerable. Swing with everything. Come on, more than that. Stop swinging. We took them from 50 to 18 life, and they got optimal blocks. You're not going to kill me with a 5-4. You're not going to kill me with a 5-4, opponent. All right. Let's make a human. We'll help them gain life. All right, I have a few options now. I guess I could do a seal away and get this Gisela, so let's try that. I mean, at any point they can just fire it off, I guess, to reset it. But, you know, things. History. Let's put a Gideon in, see if they kind of like flinch at this. They didn't. That's because they have the Pithing Needle. All right. I mean, at this point, I think I can just attack again pretty solidly. We'll see what happens. I think this is a lot of damage, though. like honestly, this is probably your other win condition. Is we've looped History Benalia several times now, and so you can see we have like 12 knights. It looks like. There they go. They're blocking everything. Whee! Alright, so Avacyn dies and flips, right? I think they get a Baffling End token. I believe that is what's going to happen here. But she died as well, so she's not flipping. And then Bishop of Wings happens here. Opponent's going to stack some triggers here. They're at 10. By the way, they're at 10 and we have a board state like this. With a backup settle in case things go real wrong. Okay. Yielding. We'll yield to this too. Just F6 here. Pass it back. And because I've been looping the histories and all, I think we'll be good here. They got a dino. Look at that. Look at that dino. Alright, triggers happen. Things are gonna blow up. Just kidding. Apocin's not here. Is this big white versus mono white aggro? This is Pillow Fort versus I don't know. I'm the Pillow Fort. I am the mighty Pillow Fort. You cannot beat me. It's just not happening, guys. Mighty Pillow Fort. Oh. Gideon of their own. Alright, alright. What are we gonna do? Gideon makes a 2-2. Cool. So I can wait a turn here. History of Benalia will make a token, and then the following turn we'll have a bigger set of knights again. So I'm 2 turns away probably from just winning. The other thing I can probably do here. Our opponent is a huge fan, they said. The other thing we can do here is we can actually now fall because they don't have the angels. So because they don't have the Tithe angels, we exiled those. We can actually now loop Fall of Thran back along with our history. And by doing that, we can keep them pretty mana constricted. They do have their own Nykthos, and so I would probably try to Field of Ruin that to clear it before they do draw steps. But yeah, this is Pillow Fort, guys. Don't take this to an FNM. Or rather, take it to an FNM, don't take it to a GP. a lot of crazy things. We had some people that ran away from us, but this is our current iteration of it. I made a couple of changes, and I'm actually pretty happy with the changes. I think Starfield of Nyx is really strong. I think the 2 Rest in Peace main and a third one in the sideboard might be necessary. I think the Blessed Alliance is not necessary, and I might want something different. It seems like I gain enough life usually through Nyx Fleece. And then Seal Aways and Baffling Ends and Banishing Lights are usually enough to stop a lot of the lower end attacks. I still like the Fall of the Thran as well in here. And the extra Sphere of Safety has been exceptionally good since we've added it. Yeah, Pillow Fort. If you want the deck, ! Deck list will get you that.